Let's go to michaelsavage.com, home of Borders, Language, and Culture, and see what made it to the big board. It's a terrible story. Well, actually, this is the good part of the story. There's a video that came out of the United Kingdom cops who actually have guns, the ones that do, shooting the Muslim murderers, butchers, throwbacks, subhumans who dismembered the young boy in the streets of London. Didn't read about that? Didn't make it to your local lib newspaper about the Muslims who shouted Allah Akbar and then cut a young 20-year-old to ribbons because he was a drummer in the military? Well, that's it. They calmly walked around the streets after they set the body of the beheaded British soldier in the middle of the street. Well, here you can see the UK cops shooting them down. Unfortunately, they didn't kill them. Now they have to hospitalize them. Michael Savage asks, what stands between us and what happened in London? It's simple. Guns, guns, and more guns. Don't let Obama and Holder disarm you, or you won't have an America at all. In London, the communist mayor says, don't blame Islam for the attack. Don't blame Islam. Even though they screamed it's in the name of Islam, the communist mayor of London says it's not Islam. The British soldier dismembered in England survived in the Afghan war to be slaughtered on a London street by a Muslim. He leaves a wife and a little child. There's no London anymore. In fact, there's no England anymore. By the way, the suspects in the London attack with the bloody hands, the African Muslims, were being watched by British security for 8 years. See what liberalism has done to us? They're waiting for him to behead someone before they could arrest him. Unbelievable. By the way, the butcher in London, the African Muslim butcher, was once a Christian. He was converted. Yeah, known to them. 28-year-old Muslim convert, Michael Adebayo. He and another man are under arrest. They're being shot by police after Wednesday's attack in Woolwich. Who was he? Well, they were being watched for 8 years, but of course they couldn't be touched because of liberal laws in England. The killed soldier was a loving father. His name was Lee Rigby. Can you imagine what England has become? By the way, one of the suspects in the butchering was intercepted by police last year while leaving the country. Of course, nothing was done. Nothing was done because he hadn't yet butchered anybody in the streets. So, again, it's the old body bag system, you know. Don't interrupt them until they kill someone. According to BBC Sausage, that's the British Bobby Communist Broadcasting Network, the British Booby Communist Network, the Nigerian Muslim comes from a devout Christian family but took up Islam after leaving college in 2001. He was described as bright and witty when he was at college. They dismembered the soldier with knives and a cleaver in the streets of London. The Muslims made no attempt to flee and encouraged people to take pictures of them and the victim. No, so that's it. I'm telling you this story for a number of reasons. It's important that you understand what's going on. It's important to understand that the communists and the liberals are killing the English and are going to kill America as well. The communist mayor of London, Boris Johnson, said it would be wrong to blame the killing on either Islam or anything else. I guess he could call it street-side violence. They probably didn't get their fish and chips quickly enough and took it out on the first person to walk by, according to him. To their credit, the Muslim Council of Britain said the murder was a truly barbaric act that has no basis in Islam, and we condemn this unreservedly. Isn't that good of them? That's very good. Even though the butcher said it was the name of Islam. But I'm glad the Muslim Council says it wasn't. You believe who you want because it's in the Quran. By the way, it's in the Quran. If it says, if you see an infidel, etc., go read it for yourself. Some take it literally. Not all, thank God. Thank God most Muslims are peace-loving. The problem is that Islam has not yet gone through a, shall we say, a renaissance. It has not been gone through the Middle Ages. Remember, Christians were like this in the dark ages of Christianity, where they beheaded people if they didn't convert to Christianity, the Middle Ages. So Islam has not yet gone through the Middle Ages for some of these throwbacks. So I guess in 500 years, there'll have to be a few other people, you know, lost along the way as collateral damage as we wait for them to catch up with this 15th century. What else is in the news?